Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Hands up, lead. 44.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Let's go,
From the 29, Dalton flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Here's Dalton. And able to find Green. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's second and 8 at the Browns' 14-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be third and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here you go, 368.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Ready? Ready? No game on this defense. No game. Great. Watch twins.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton got a man open. It's Ross. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
368.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. First and 10 for Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
We go. 368.
44 to Mike. Check. Let's go, defense.
Throwing again. Dalton. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And it'll be Dalton again. And Eifert has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Andy Dalton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 8 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive? Sometimes
it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Set. Look at it. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Know your job. Great. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 20. Check block 54. Block 54. Not here. Watch look at it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Slam. Watch the ship. Hey. 8. Bang. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now here's Ross. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Hilliard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
57 to Mike.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. 20.
They run the counter. Hilliard. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Back to throw, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Throwing is Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. 57. Mike, 57.
Second down and goal. Newton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ready,
All day, baby, all day. From the tight, down the tight.
Now Newton on third and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Landry that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here's Dalton. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Side. Hey, Alpha.
53 to Mike.
Hey.
Hey, tight.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Finding Green complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
52, 93, 44.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Hot. Ladies.
Check. Hey, let's get this. Hey, watch it. Set.
368.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Dalton able to hit Ross. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pout.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes our score 17-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On first down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Great.
To try again after the sack. Newton, it's caught. Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Right to the 3. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. Check 9. Back. Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
93, 52, 93, 44. There you go.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike's it. Ready. Mike's my boy. We ain't giving up nothing today. Great.
Now following the interception. Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Newton. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
20.
Now Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. Trying to get it to Landry there. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Newton. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
20. You ain't doing nothing today.
On first down, Hilliard. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Newton. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. Third down here.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. 3 down. 52.
From the gun, here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Landry, the intended target. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and the 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Come on now.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Andy Dalton now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Andy Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. Got a man open. It's Ross. And some room to work. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
20.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 52.
Here's Newton. And an alley to run. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now Newton on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
20.
57's the mic. Plus one.
I don't even know why this
After the sack on first down, Newton, he finds his target, Beckham. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Don't be scared of it.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27.
You see me up here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Move. On deck, punt.
Tight dog.
368.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Here we go.
First down.
Check back. Check back.
1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dontrell Hilliard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point by Seibert, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by one more.
Bengals 45, Brown 7. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Who that?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to run. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And he's got room. Does the big boy have the juice? And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Newton. It's caught by OBJ. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Off play action. Newton. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Great.
To throw again. Newton. He's going to float this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing again is Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Begin.
Check 50. Check 50.
8.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Here we go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass.
Great.
57. Here we go. 57.
Newton to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try.
52. Ready?
Gun.
Here's Newton. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. Dumps it off to Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Not running. Dalton wants to throw, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided? The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept